going on, y'all? It's Falcons Friday. This is Falcons Daily, and I am back. I'm CG, and we're here to give you a little bit of info and chop it up regarding this Sunday night's football game against the Minnesota Vikings, 8:20 on NBC nationwide. All you need is an antenna on your TV to watch this ball game. So no Sunday ticket, no cable, no streaming. You don't have to have it, but you can use it, obviously, if you got the means to use it. But anyway, we were looking at the injury report for Thursday, and we saw that Drake London and Darnell Mooney both have practiced again in a limited fashion leading up to the ball game. Right now, both players trending up. Raheem Morris had said that he expects Drake to play. He said he think he'll tough it out regardless of how he's feeling. Mooney, he said he didn't want to put Mooney in the exact same space as Drake London. Again, that could be a little bit of gamesmanship on the part of Raheem Morris to see how Mooney's going. You know, again, Mooney is more of a day-to-day situation, but he did practice in limited fashion, and after missing last week's ball game and all of training camp, I think he should be good to go. I think they were really trying to avoid putting him on injured reserve if they didn't have to. So hopefully Mooney's injury is not that serious, and he can get out there this Sunday night and he can play. Moving on, one thing that I noticed too, looking around the league, was an injury to the 49ers, Brock Purdy. And Brock Purdy is going to be out for about 2 to 5 weeks. He's got a turf toe condition plus a shoulder injury. Right now, in the interim, they're going to start Mac Jones at quarterback. But hey, we've got a quarterback on our bench. You guys want him, San Francisco? Hey, what's good? You know, Kirk Cousins could possibly fit in there in San Francisco. I mean, they're expecting Purdy to be out about 5 weeks or so. But, maybe more of a dream scenario for us to try to get some picks or players from the 49ers. But do you think that the 49ers would make a call about Kirk Cousins? I don't see why they wouldn't, just to see what the price tag would be like, what a trade scenario would look like. I mean, I was looking at the 49ers draft picks for 2026 and 2027, and I don't think we could get a first-round pick for Cousins because of his age and his injury history. I don't even think we can get a second-round pick for Cousins. I think it'd be, at best, a third, but I think maybe fair compensation would be at least 3 draft picks. I was looking at theirs, and I was thinking somewhere along the lines. I mean, well, the 49ers have right now, it looks like they're slated to have 3 fourth-round draft picks in 2026 and 2 7th-round picks in 2027. So honestly, I was looking at maybe one of their 4th-round compensatory picks, their 6th-round compensatory pick in 2026, and then a 7th-round pick in 2027. I think that'd be, and then also maybe some cash considerations as well, or to take on Kirk Cousins. But again, that would be more of a, I think, I don't know if that's too steep of a price for a player of Kirk's age, injury history, stature, whatever. But again, we're trying to think of ways to at least soften the blow for the Falcons and maybe recoup some of that money, save some of the money, take less of a hit on their salary cap and their dead money, because remember, they signed Cousins to a massive deal, and then he got hurt, and now he's, QB2 behind Michael Penix. So, hey, what's good, 49ers? Hey, Kyle Shanahan, WYD, what you doing? Remember, you used to be our offensive coordinator. You helped us go to the Super Bowl, blah, 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 blah. Do us a solid here. Hey, you want to throw Nick Bosa in there or something? That'd be cool too. Wouldn't mind that. Looking at the Falcons offense, they're going to be playing on prime time this Sunday night football. Can this offense get big on a big stage against the Minnesota Vikings? And think about this too: the Vikings play in a pretty decisive home field advantage as well. U.S. Bank Stadium up there in Minnesota. This ain't one of those places where it's a transient stadium and you can expect a whole lot of opposing fans. Oh no. The Vikings fans are there. They're loud. Everybody's got the purple on. They get that they almost said the train horn. They get the Viking horn going and everything. The woo, and yeah, it gets them all riled up and stuff like that. So uh, it's what it's going to take for the one thing I was looking at when it comes to the Vikings and what the Falcons can maybe take advantage of was they didn't do very well in terms of their pass defense. I mean, Jeff Okuda is going to be most likely out for them. Looks like Andrew Van Ginkel could also be out this Sunday night. So two prominent pieces of the defense, or two notable names on the defense anyway. You got to keep your eyes open for the pass rush, and you got to hope that the Falcons can run the football a little bit better than they did against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But the thing you got to worry about is that pass rush for the 49ers, excuse me, for the Vikings. They are still. I got Kyle Shanahan on the mind with that trade, but anyway, you got to worry about the pass rush for the Vikings. They had like 30 pressures or something like that against the Bears. So keep got to keep Penix clean. He's got to get rid of the football, be decisive. Receivers got to get open and catch the ball. Also, it's going to help if you have Drake London, Darnell Mooney out there. You may be without Casey Washington already, so do you see a practice squad elevation before the game? You also may be without Jamal Agnew as well. So these are guys who are trending down right now in terms of playing in Sunday night's ball game. So the offense it needs to not have those lulls. It needs to be able to continue and be consistent and help Penix out by scoring some points. Also, no procedural penalties, things like that. Don't shoot yourself in the foot with holding and false starts and things of that nature. Penix spoke on it himself leading up to this Sunday's game. And Michael Penix said, the NFL, man, it is tough. It's tough to score. It's tough to win in this league. But, yeah, man, obviously we put in all the preparation each and every day, coming up to the game to go out there and execute in those big-time moments and not have that lull throughout the game after we get that first touchdown. The opening touchdown was a real nice, thing to have that we saw. I mean, really, it was awesome because Bijan took it 50 yards to the nest, and all of a sudden, everything, the statement that Penix said about this offense being able to take off, it felt like he was proven right, at least in that moment, especially, and also they felt like, it didn't matter that they didn't play in the preseason, at least just in that moment. Because, again, to come out first series, 3 plays in, 50-yard touchdown, it's hard to question them at that point, right? But again, 20 points for the first game at home. Tough Bucks defense, but still, and a division rival. We just fell on the wrong side of it. But, we cannot go out there in Minnesota and put up another 20-point performance. We're going to need I think we're going to need at least 28 to 30 here to possibly win this ball game. And things that you need to know about the Vikings coming up in this game. One thing you need to know, first of all, they did beat the Chicago Bears on Sunday night to win this, to get their season started. And they beat the Bears 27-24. That was the game they won up there at Soldier Field. But now they're going to be playing at home in front of their fans. Of course, remember the Falcons lost at home 23-20. Just looking at the stats for the Vikings, they had just 254 yards of offense, not really anything to sneeze at. 27 minutes of possession. They did get 2 sacks on the quarterback. They did create a bunch of pressure against Caleb Williams. J.J. McCarthy, who actually did not practice on Thursday because he's awaiting the birth of his son, had a nice ball game in the second half. First half kind of slow. Second half came around a little bit for him, was able to run the football some, only threw for 143 yards. So it's something you can take advantage of, I think, too. Jordan Mason, a new addition for the Minnesota Vikings coming over from the 49ers. So you got to keep your eyes on him. He averaged 4.5 yards a carry for them. And then they still have Aaron Jones, too, in the backfield, who had a touchdown reception in that game for them. But again, keep your eyes on those guys. Keep your eyes on the fact, remember, Jalen Naylor will be out for the Vikings. He's still suspended. And again, Andrew Van Ginkel may or may not be playing. He has not practiced the first 2 days for Minnesota. He right now is in concussion protocol. So keep your eyes on that as well. Josh Oliver, the tight end, went on injured reserve. And then also again Ryan Kelly with a toe injury. The center has not practiced Wednesday or Thursday, but this is still a tough team. They got a tough home field advantage. They've still got Justin Jefferson. So that's a one player that you will need to keep your eyes on. Obviously, excuse me, not Jalen Nailor suspended. It's Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison is suspended, not Jalen Nailor. Excuse me. But again, Justin Jefferson, 18, is a guy you got to keep your eyes on because, of course, he can get open and he can do a whole lot of damage. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw the ball up in his direction, he's going to find it. So that's kind of what you need to know about the Vikings right now. And that's where we kind of sit with the Falcons here on this Falcons Friday. We'll update you again over the weekend before the game on Sunday night and let you know final injury report and keys to victory for the Dirty Birds. Until then, I'm CG, and we will see you this weekend with more Falcons Daily. Sayonara and buenos noches.